One question I get asked is, Kate, what if I create a course and no one wants it? That's an interesting question, right? And it definitely shows a little bit of fear in there. But I've got two answers for it. One, it's not like dinner. And number two, there is no failure. So let's start with number one. It's not like dinner. What does that mean? So if you're like me, you've probably made dinner for somebody before. And it's that terrible moment when you realize the person doesn't like mushrooms, or they don't like their meat cooked that way, or they don't eat that particular thing, or maybe they hate what you've created. That's a terrible moment, right? Creating a course is not like creating dinner. You're not making dinner for your family. If you tried to make dinner for my family, you'd probably fail. I have 2 picky eaters in my house. So when you're creating a course, though, you're taking the time to assess your audience and find out exactly what they need. Secondly, you kind of know what you're doing because I'm going to help you along the way, especially if you're in my program. If you're in my program, I'm going to help you along the way. And it's not like you have to do this for the first time. It's like having a chef come to your house to help you make dinner and being very selective about what you make. If you're sitting there and you're like, okay, what does people like? What do they not like? What are they looking for? What are they in the mood for? And then I have a chef help me. I'm going to make a very successful dinner. And in that case, that's kind of a little bit more like course making. You're assessing the needs of your people. You're creating exactly what they need to meet their needs. And then you are doing it in a way that uses science and proven research with techniques and strategies and activities that create an environment in which there is learning and transformation taking place. So you're not going to go it alone. Okay, so the second one is there is no failure. There are 7 billion people in the world. Someone is going to want what you have. So there's a couple of things that we can do to do this. One is that we have to create a really good course, and that's what we're going to do together. The other is we have to market in a way so that it gets out to the people who need it, right? So it's not that there isn't anyone in the world who doesn't want it. It's also the fact that you have to get to them. But I want to just address this and say, there's really no such thing as failure, because even if your course doesn't reach all the people that you intended it to reach, you're going to get better. You're going to get better at talking. You're going to get better on camera. You're going to get better in your deliverables. You're going to get better at marketing your materials. And so it's just going to get better. Who knows? Your first course might only have like 100 people. It might have 50. You might have 3 people who do your course. Is that a failure? Not for the 3 people who take it, right? You might have this vision that millions of people may, take your course, and that could actually happen later on down the road. But initially, it might be small victories, and we have to be okay with that, right? So I want you to reframe. What does failure mean to you? Failure to me means that I'm doing the right thing, because if I don't fail at something, then I'm not trying hard enough, right? If I'm working hard to do something differently, and I don't succeed totally, then I've learned something. And that failure is a good thing for me. It is making me better. The way I see it, there are 2 people in the world. Those who give up and those who keep trying. Which person are you?